Hey TikTokers, I've got something to tell you, got something to share with you. You may or may not know this, but we actually have more in common with this upcoming eclipse nationwide than you may know. You know, most of us have heard of the April 8th, 2024 eclipse and the states that it's going to pass over and the towns that it's going to pass over this time around. You may have heard that it's going to pass over the towns of Nineveh in 8 or 9 different states. You may have heard that it's going to pass over a town called Rapture. And you may have heard that it also is going to pass over a town called Jonah. You may have heard that it's going to pass under the sign of Cetus, which is the whale constellation. You may have heard that the path of totality is going to be 121 miles wide. But have you heard that Nineveh is very significant with the U.S. because we share things that are very similar? You see, ancient Nineveh was one of the biggest cultural centers in the world. One of the largest, I'll say, cities among the nations. Just like the U.S. is one of the largest nations in the world. The U.S. has a lot of imports and is very rich in nature with its merchants. So is Nineveh. And God judged, or was going to judge Nineveh according to her sins, in which actually the U.S. shares a lot of those sins. Lies, rape, prostitution, things of that nature. You see, one of the biggest sins that we share with Nineveh is prostitution. You know, the U.S. is the #1 producer of pornography in the world. Well, Nineveh was huge into prostitution. And it was so huge that the temple, the biggest temples there, were the temples of Ishtar, the goddess of fertility and prostitution. You see, you may or may not realize this, but we also have erected idols to Ishtar that you may not be aware of. One of them sits in our New York Harbor, the Statue of Liberty. Now, originally, the Statue of Liberty was formed after the goddess Libertas, which that's Latin. Her other names also included Ishtar. So, this coming up April, when that X is placed across the United States of America on April the 8th, is it going to be marking judgment for this nation, just like God was going to judge the city of Nineveh until it repented? Question we gotta watch for, because I do believe that this nation is going to be judged. All nations will be judged. And my personal opinion is this is a warning and a coming judgment all at the same time. So I just wanted to put that out there, to share that with you. I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed day today.